Scene script. Have you ever wondered about the unseen enemies that lurk within us? In the vast expanse of our universe, we face adversaries of all kinds, but perhaps the most formidable are those we cannot see. One such invisible foe is the human immunodeficiency virus, better known as HIV, and the disease it causes, AIDS. Let's dive into this unseen world. Picture a battlefield, not in the open air, but within the confines of our bodies. It's here that HIV declares war, attacking our immune system, the body's natural defense mechanism. HIV is a retrovirus, a type of virus that inserts its genetic material into the cells it invades. It's a crafty invader, targeting the very cells designed to protect us, the CD4 cells, which are integral to our immune system. Once inside, it replicates, turning our bodies into a manufacturing hub for more of this unseen enemy. When the number of CD4 cells falls too low, we lose the ability to fend off infections and diseases, even those that a healthy immune system would ordinarily conquer with ease. This is when HIV has progressed to AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, the final stage of the infection. But let's not overlook the global impact of this unseen enemy. Since the early 1980s, HIV-AIDS has claimed the lives of millions worldwide, and it continues to do so. It's not confined to any one region or group of people. It's a global adversary, one that doesn't discriminate. Despite the gravity of the situation, there's still a widespread lack of understanding about HIV/AIDS. Many misconceptions and stigmas persist, causing unnecessary fear and discrimination. It's crucial to dispel these myths and arm ourselves with knowledge, because knowing the enemy is half the battle won. Understanding what HIV/AIDS is the first step to battling this unseen enemy. Moving forward, we'll delve deeper into how this virus spreads and the effects it has on our bodies and lives. Together, we'll continue this journey of knowledge and understanding, because the unseen enemy is one we can combat, but only if we are ready to face it head-on. How does this unseen enemy invade our bodies? It's a question that has raised eyebrows and sparked numerous discussions, all in an effort to grasp the enigmatic nature of HIV. This invisible foe is known to infiltrate our bodies through a few specific pathways. These are not the everyday encounters we share with our friends, family, or strangers on the street. Instead, these are more intimate, personal exchanges. One of the most common ways HIV is transmitted is through unprotected sex. When two people engage in sexual activities without using protection, the virus can easily travel from one person to another. It's not about promiscuity or moral judgment, it's about biology and the vulnerability of the human body. Sharing needles is another common pathway for HIV. This is often associated with drug use, but it can even happen in healthcare settings if strict sterilization procedures aren't followed. So it's not just about personal habits, it's also about public health and safety. Then there's transmission from mother to child. This can happen during childbirth or later on during breastfeeding. This is a heartbreaking reality, but it's not an inevitable one. With the right medical care and precautions, the risk can be significantly reduced. Lastly, there's transmission through blood transfusions. This was a significant issue in the past, but thanks to rigorous testing and strict safety protocols, this is now extremely rare. Now let's dispel a myth. HIV cannot be transmitted through casual contact. You can't catch it by shaking hands, sharing a meal, or even a friendly hug. It's not lurking on every surface, waiting to pounce. It's a virus that needs very specific conditions to spread. So, why is understanding this important? Because knowledge is power. The more we understand about how HIV spreads, the better we can protect ourselves and others. Knowing how HIV spreads can help us protect ourselves and others from this invisible invader. So let's take this knowledge, let's share it, and let's use it to break these invisible chains. What happens to our bodies in the wake of this silent invasion? The impact of HIV/AIDS is profound, altering the very fabric of our biological systems. When HIV enters the body, it launches a stealthy assault on our immune system, specifically targeting the CD4 cells or T cells, which are our body's primary defense mechanism against infections and diseases. Akin to a Trojan horse, HIV uses these cells to replicate, gradually weakening our immune system's ability to fight off even the most common illnesses. As the immune system weakens, the body becomes susceptible to what are known as opportunistic infections. These are infections and conditions that the body could otherwise fight off if the immune system were healthy. They can range from bacterial diseases like tuberculosis, viral diseases like cytomegalovirus, or even fungal diseases like pneumocystis pneumonia. The progression of HIV infection is often categorized into 3 stages. The first stage, called the acute infection stage, occurs within 2 to 4 weeks after infection. Symptoms during this stage are often flu-like, including fever, sore throat, and fatigue. The second stage, known as the clinical latency stage, is a period where the virus is less active, yet it is still reproducing. People might not have any symptoms during this stage, but the virus is silently chipping away at their immune system. Finally, the third stage, or the AIDS stage, is the most severe. This is when the immune system is so badly damaged that it can't fight off opportunistic infections. The symptoms are severe and can include rapid weight loss, recurring fever, prolonged swelling of the lymph glands, and unusual infections or cancers. But remember, HIV doesn't have to lead to AIDS. With the right treatment and care, people living with HIV can lead long and healthy lives. The effects of HIV/AIDS are far-reaching, but awareness and understanding are our greatest weapons in this fight. With knowledge, we can not only protect ourselves, but also support those affected and work towards a world free from the devastating impact of HIV/AIDS. So, what have we learned about this unseen enemy? We've unraveled the mystery of HIV/AIDS. We've discovered that it's a virus, a microscopic adversary that attacks our immune system, making it harder for our bodies to fight off diseases and infections. We've explored how it spreads, not through casual contact, but through specific means like unprotected sex, sharing needles, or from mother to child during childbirth or breastfeeding. We delved into the aftermath, the effects of HIV/AIDS on the human body and society. We saw the physical health issues it can cause, the societal stigma attached to it, and how it can disrupt lives. But most importantly, we've emphasized the crucial role of understanding and awareness in combating this disease. It's only through insight and comprehension that we can break the chains of fear and stigma and foster an environment of support and care. With knowledge and understanding, we can all play a part in the fight against HIV/AIDS, because when it comes to HIV/AIDS, ignorance is not bliss.